Everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make rendang in the most practical way. A lot of us who are moving to another country find that we miss this dish a lot. Okay, this is one of the most fragrant, the most delicious meat dish you will ever found in your life. It's not close to the curry. Well, it's a curry family still, but for some reason, the fragrance of rendang is just so good. I don't know, other countries make dish that this similar to this. But anyway, so I like this brand of rendang seasoning called Indofood. They are only about 40 cents when I buy them in Indonesia and about 79 cents probably in the Oriental store here. So usually when I go to Indonesia, I stock myself with like 20 of this and carry them home, carry them back here. It has no meat inside. It's only all the seasoning inside. So it's okay with your custom immigration. And there, I usually just use crock pot like this, medium-sized crock pot like this. And there goes your rendang seasoning. Another brand other than Indofood, like for example, Munich is okay, but they are about 6 times cost more than Indofood. The bamboo brand, I'm not impressed with bamboo brand. So Indofood is really my choice, my favorite choice. Okay, and place them in a crock pot. Another one that you need to add, if you happen to have, is the salam leaves. Salam leaves, this one is the dry one. If you don't have them, you can use bay leaves. Okay, just toss them in a crock pot, and when the dishes is done, take them out because I don't think they're edible. Okay, the other one that is delicious to add is the kaffir lime leaves. They are dry right now. The one I have is dry right now. So if you happen to have the fresh one, use them. They're very fragrant, like giving those limes fragrance. And at the end, I found them to be edible. My husband usually toss them away, but I like to eat them in my rendang. I think it's giving me fiber. Don't stop there. If you happen to have shrimp paste, they're adding to the taste, make them more tasty. I'm really impressed with this brand one. I don't know, maybe they're often roasted already, but the one I usually use is this one from Bangka Island. There's the store in Jakarta that sell everything from Bangka Island, and they're not the cheapest one in the market, but they're really good. I tried to oven roasted them one time, and they lost their fragrance that way. So don't do that if you can. This is kind of dried, okay, and I stock them at in my freezer. They last forever. They, this is the best one I found. If you think you would like to know where I got them, I think I can find their WhatsApp numbers, and you can order them. They can deliver it to your house in Jakarta. Okay, when you go visit there. Another brand that I found is good, but I don't have it with me right now, is from ABC brand. Okay, it's small sizes, sachet, okay, in the small packaging like this. And I usually use 3 of them. They are really affordable, reasonable price. They're delicious. Okay, shrimp paste is one of them. If you happen to have, will really help your rendang dish. There goes my shrimp paste in there. Coconut milk, it's a must. Okay, a can of coconut milk like this, Mayploy, and this one is about 19 ounces. I found them at walmart.com or at your oriental store. This brand Mayploy is my favorite. I used the other brand before, and I realized after I used Mayploy that this is really tastes like coconut cream. The other brand, although is almost half price, it tastes like an artificial cream to me. So there goes your mayploy. Don't forget, before I forgot, your meat. I usually use a roast meat, any kind of roast, beef stew, ram roast, okay? Any kind of cheap meat in the market on sale, they are good to use in rendang. Once you place them in a crock pot for 8 hours, all those fat, all those ugly part of meat will disappear and change and turn into a delicious, tender rendang meat. Okay? Do not bother to clean up all the fat from your meat or a little layer of whatever on your meat. Okay? By the time they're cooked, they all disappear, or they can easily be take cleaned once they're cooked. Okay? Another secret of mine is this Knorr beef broth. Okay, this dry beef powder, this sucker is really good. 1 teaspoon is good enough. Place them in your crock pot. Okay, and chili powder. Once in a while, I add chili powder. This one I found them at Walmart.com for $3 something for 14 ounces. They're going to give some kick to your rendang if you happen to have. Okay, or if you like spiciness. Otherwise, it's okay. It's not necessary. The crock pot I use is the medium crock pot. Okay, but once in a while I just use this small crock pot. This one I got them for $3 at Walmart on sale. But when they were on sale, $3, and they're just right for me for this one dish, for this one batch. But if you feel like you would rather to cook them in the bigger crock pot, go ahead, guys. Okay, maybe this one might overflow a little bit, and you're worrying it might create a mess in your kitchen. So go ahead and use the bigger crock pot if you want. I'm kind of lazy to wash everything big and heavy, so I usually use the small one, and that's enough for me. Okay, once they are in the crock pot for about 8 hours, okay, so you start in the evening and then doing this cooking process, drying process in the morning, or vice versa. You can do this before you go to work in the morning, and then when you come back from work, it's ready to simmer and dry now. Okay, so move everything from your crock pot, everything from your crock pot. Okay, I don't have meat right now. I'm waiting for the meat to be on sale. Uh, so everything that's delicious from your crock pot, move them and then let them bring them back to boil. Okay. This one I usually use ceramic frying pan like this, and they're not good. In fact, they will be ruined if you use high heat. So use medium heat. And once they boil, you change the temperature into low, okay, and simmer for about 15-20 minutes. Then, okay, before you lost all the liquid, you can place your vegetable in there. I like to put this frozen green bean. Okay, if you happen to find the French cut one is better, but lately at my Walmart here they don't have the French cut anymore. I don't know why. This one is only less than $1 a pound. I usually use 3 to 4 pounds of these green beans. They're delicious once they are in the rendang. Okay, I don't usually like green bean, but I found out that even kids love green bean when they're in the rendang. So go ahead and place a lot, 3-4 pounds of green bean in one batch. So your kids, without knowing, actually eating a lot of green beans. And simmer them until they are almost entirely lost their liquid. Okay. I happen to have the end result. Okay, this one I cooked the other days. The longer you wait, okay, they're like spaghetti. The longer you wait, okay, they happen to be more delicious actually. And I usually place them in two big Tupperware. Every of this one batch of rendang I made, place one Tupperware in the freezer for future, and eat one of them. Boiled egg is delicious to be eaten with rendang, but I don't usually place the boiled egg when I dry the liquid from the rendang when I cook the rendang. But whenever we want to eat, we're ready to eat, then I place the boiled egg by my rice and then cover them, with rendang on top of them. For some reason, I don't want the egg to ruin, rendang that I'm going to store for a long time. And if I happen to have an egg that's going to rot, maybe it will prevent my rendang, my delicious, precious rendang to be rot. Potato also good in a rendang. I just use French fries. If you want to use a fresh potato, for example, use the red potato because they're not going to be broken apart. And do not place them while you're cooking the rendang. they will be sucking up all the salt on your rendang. So you will feel like your rendang or whatever you cook, it's not just rendang. Any stew you cook with potato, okay, you will feel like it's not salty enough. So you will keep on adding salt. It's not good for you, and that's the reason why I don't really like to eat any dish in the restaurant that has potato in it, because potato is sucking up all the salt from your dish. In that way, you will keep on adding salt to it without realizing it. And also, when the restaurant is making a mistake, cooking too salty, for example, instead of throwing away their stew or um, their soup, they add potato, and it will make their dish way less salty. And you're their customer without realizing it, thinking that it's delicious. They didn't realize potato, I mean, contain taking away so much sodium, sucking so much sodium from the dish. So I just use the French fries like this. Okay, put them in the microwave and cook them entirely, cook in the microwave, and then pour the rendang on top of it when I serve them. My husband likes it with potato. I don't particularly needs a lot of fiber, a lot of carbohydrate. I mean, and by this age, I have to reduce my carbohydrate intake, so I don't really put potato for me. But my husband really love it. Potato, boiled egg, and green beans. Okay, guys. Okay, hopefully this is practical enough to make rendang. It's not going to finish in 1 minute, but as you can see, um, if you know how the real Indonesian cooking rendang, you actually think that my way is really simple and practical. And when you try it, when you finish this dish and try it, you will be really happy with it. You will really be impressed and will really like this dish. Okay, and so have a good day, everyone. Hopefully this helps you. If it's happen to help you, give me your thumbs up. Okay, click your like thumbs up for me. And then so have a good cooking rendang day. Bye.